Good morning, cadre. It is Tuesday, and this is not very exciting shave. All I can say is here we go again. So, got the razor apparently we bought at the Dollar Tree for $1 plus 5 blades. This is going to be the third shave. That was a challenge. We'll send you $1 excuse me, Dollar Tree razor. Use it for 3 shaves. I think the biggest thing that we've learned from all the guys on the Shaving Cadre posting their experiences is you're kind of just rolling the dice in the first place. I got very lucky, and you can see my doors are actually where they're supposed to be. That seems unusual. That the doors function and line up appropriately and the blade lines up. And if I did a video of my first shave with it, which wasn't the worst shave that I've ever had. It started off what I thought was actually decently and then went downhill a little bit from there. The second shave, same thing. The first pass started, I thought it was a little bit smoother than my previous shave, but then as we got into the second and then the third, it just got bad. Today for soap, we're using Storybook Soapworks Hallward Stream. And my brush is custom from Eric Sorrentino on the Shaving Cadre. So it kind of sucks with all this stuff that we have, that going into the bathroom, just knowing that you're not going to have an enjoyable shave. Okay, so obviously the first day that I used this, there's a lot of sarcasm in my comments about the benefits of $1 razor. I can actually see, I don't know if you can see that, the razor is kind of vibrating. The whole darn razor is vibrating with cutting the hair, which you can imagine isn't what you want from a razor. We're not even starting. I mean, it's not. Wait. Okay, I go this way on the first pass. Alright, so I don't know if it's that, well, obviously the blade is already a lot worse. So whatever the heck it's made out of, has no durability whatsoever. I mean, say you didn't have a razor and you bought this and you just used the blade for one shave. At $1, you're at 20 cents a shave. That's not the worst thing if you're desperate, I guess. But Dave in Kentucky was teasing me on my video for the first shave. I was mentioning, you know, well, if it's just super aggressive, doesn't matter how good it is, I'm just not going to use it. Kind of like I was trying to get out of the challenge. Up for the challenge, I'm just not up for physically damaging myself more than just a little bit, just for hoots and giggles. And much like the joke of a blade that Graham Field, this one is at that point where on the neck it feels like it's just going to start ripping it up. So while the challenge was to use it for 3 shaves, and here I am, so obviously that's my intent. I'm not going to rip my neck up. So let's see. This is where it started getting bad on the other side. Huh. Well, that's weird. I guess I just got numb. Doesn't feel that bad. There we go, 2 passes. It's weird because all of a sudden the chattering stopped. Feels kind of smooth. I think this blade is just so, the metal is so weak that the edge is just constantly changing with the shave. So we'll see the other 2 shaves, even though unpleasant, did get me BBS or close to it, so we'll see what the result here is. Maybe it's hit the sweet spot for the blade and we got a good quarter shave of perfect shaving. Here, still lots of hair left. But I don't know. I mean, you gotta wonder who's using these things. Just like the Graham Field blade that universally everybody thought was the worst blade that they've ever used. Okay, this hurts. Let's see this side. That's a little better. Yeah, I kind of think that we're almost to the point of using up any part of it that's sharp enough to actually cut the hair. Yeah, this is all stinging at the moment. Let's see here. But for these to keep being manufactured, it's like, who? I almost feel really sorry for anybody that, you know, maybe shops there, oh, I've heard about this, you know, wet shaving, or maybe that's what they've done their whole lives, and just kind of like a lot of us with cartridge razors and razor burn and stuff, that was just yikes. Just the way that that's all we know, and you just kind of deal with it to get through it. Oh, that's really, all right. So there we go. I did the 3 passes. It is a little, there's a lot of hair left down here. I'm going to have a blade in this guy. So, all right. Just 2-3 little strokes. Not the best thing for my skin, but this is going to drive me nuts all day. Oh, that feels, this is the way razor's supposed to be, gentlemen. Alright. So that got us to probably DFS plus. Might dry down to BBS, but having those, you get those, they're not densely packed, but they're very coarse and sharp and hairs down here. So there you go. We did 3 shaves with the Dollar Tree razor. Well, like I was saying, I really wish it wasn't an option for people unless, oh, got some water in my eye. Maybe there are people that skin is so tough or hair is, I don't, that thing just feels like you could just like not have any hair and it's still gonna jack you up a little bit. But then also just the quality. We've seen TJ's razor after 3 shaves, one door wouldn't close right. A lot of people kind of on delivery. The blades were misaligned and all that stuff. So I don't know what would drive you to keep buying a razor like that and continuing to use it. They obviously don't last long enough if that's something that you keep in your bathroom and use on a regular basis and not have to keep replacing. But again, I guess it's $1, so if you shave every 2 to 3 days, I just cringe at the thought of having more growth and trying to use that thing. But if you don't shave every day and you get lucky and your razor is decently aligned and you can use it to get through the whole pack of blades, I guess, you know, it could be a month worth of shaving for $1. So I don't know. Are we back to it's not a fun shave, but boy is it economical and one of the best values in the shaving world? I don't know. You have to ask my Christmas buddy next year. See you on the forums.